So this is going to be our first video lesson. We're going to be working with the equations of circles. While we're still working with circles, we're not going to be worrying as much today with a lot of the stuff we have been with central angles and scribed angles, how they're related. We're not dealing with any angles today. It's all about equations of circles. And we're going to walk through, see what the general equation of a circle looks like. Going to do some practice problems here. You'll do some delta math. You'll come back and see a different set of practice problems. You'll do some more delta math. You'll do a summary. You'll be good to go. So, sorry about my handwriting, but this is what we have right now. Our aim is how do we write the equation of a circle on the xy plane? And, well, I guess the first thing is it would be nice to see what the equation of a circle looks like. So, this is the equation of the circle. It's given by this, which looks really awful. I promise it isn't that bad. All you're going to do is whatever the h, whatever the k is, you're just going to plug those into the formula. So notice whatever is here, it's plugged in here. Whatever is here gets plugged in here. And last but definitely not least, whatever is here gets plugged in here. They all have squared versions because they come from the Pythagorean theorem. More on that later. So let's see how this will be done. We're going to write the equation of a circle with a center of 2, 3 and a radius of 5. I'm going to plug in everything that I normally would here. So I'm just going to have, well, it's x minus, I'm going to leave that blank because I'm going to fill it in, plus y minus, again leaving it blank because I'm going to fill it in, and equals, again leaving it blank because I'm going to fill it in. Looking at the problem, I see that this is my x value of the center point, so that's why it's here next to x. I see that this is my y value of the center point, so that's why I'm going to plug it in here next to y. Last, I'm given the radius here, so I'm going to plug it into my radius here because that's where it was the radius up there. Okay, we can simplify this the tiniest bit, not really a whole lot, because I can just make this into a 25. As you do delta math, keep in mind that sometimes it asks for the equation of circle equals r squared, and sometimes it just says equal to a number. Keep in mind which one you're finding for. So now we have a second problem. Our second problem is to write the equation of a circle with center -8, 4 and a radius of 2. If you want to give this a shot on your own first, pause the video. If you wanted to see how I do it, well, keep watching. Same thing I did before. I'm going to set up the formula. I'm going to leave blanks for everything that I'm plugging in. The formula has minuses in it already, so I'm just going to leave those minuses there. Then I'm just going to plug in. I know that my center has an x value of -8, so -8. Notice I keep both negatives. Second is a y value of 4, so I'm going to plug in 4. And third just has a radius of 2, so I take that and I plug it in. I can simplify this a bit more than the other because I have a double negative. Because I have my double negative right here, I can simplify it and just say, well, that's going to be x plus 8 squared. Everything else pretty much stays the exact same. And again, you have, depends on what's being asked, you can leave it as 2 squared, or you can make it 4. So you just saw two examples of how to find the equation of a circle using the center and the radius of the circle. Head on over to Delta Math and do the first assignment, which is labeled circle equations. You just need to get 5 of them right. What Delta Math is going to do is, if you get one wrong, it'll tell you that you're wrong and walk you through the problem. So that way, you know how to get the next one right. There's no penalty to getting something wrong. As soon as you have 5 of them right, you can log out of Delta Math or just minimize it because you're going to need it again in a second.